modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Le'olam va'ed. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Imotenu. Thankful for our lives, thankful for the miracles, wondrous to behold for the afternoon. Thankful for the
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm still in the mode of saying Shana Tova, but that's no longer proper. It's like, how long can you wish somebody Happy New Year after January 1st? When does it stop being acceptable? I feel like the same thing. Hopefully it's okay on your end. Glad you're here. Shabbat number 33 of the pandemic, everyone. Can you believe it? 33. It's like we've been sitting on a log balancing for a long time. Not. All right, well, with that positive note, so glad everyone's here. Let's join together in singing Hine Ma Tovu Manaim, Shevet Achim
Shevet Achim Gam Yad. Hine Ma Tovu, Shevet Achim Gam Yad. Hine Ma Tovu Manaim, Shevet Achim Gam Yad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet hine ma tov, hine ma tov, yalalai la 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 la, manayim, shevet achim gam yad.
Well, about the screen freezing up, I'm sorry about that. I can see that on our broadcasting software here that the internet is. It seems like right now we're in a good spot, so hopefully we'll stay in this good spot and not go into the red zone. Maybe it's all my political yard signs that are the metal from those is somehow interacting with. I don't know. Do forgive us because we're all just trying our best here. We're going to begin our service number 33 of the pandemic with a candle blessing. Mrs. Rose. Let's join together.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishonu b'mitzvot adlik ner shel Shabbat.
This is called Shabbat Noach. This is the second Torah portion in the Torah, and I don't know. Maybe that can revive the cruise industry. Just allow all the animals to maybe not. I don't know. But I want to wish a Shabbat Shalom here to Rachel, Krista. Hello, Leanne Copans. Good to have another rabbi around. Shalom to you, Meredith. Shabbat Shalom. Who am I missing here? Sandy Phelan. Hi. Hey, Miriam. Nice to see you. Shabbat Shalom. Maxine, hope you are. Give us a Shabbat Shalom out here so we can know you're watching along with us. We can celebrate together. This is our first time having one of our Shuva we did like this. So it's been a while, but glad to be back in this format. We have some plans to eat Shabbat dinner in a few moments. We are still going to celebrate together, and we do that by singing. One of the first things we want to do, we have other people in the house. This is a nice time for you to give a blessing to somebody else. Or if you're by yourself in your house, this is a nice time to think of someone, a beloved friend. Okay. Oh, you going to sing that, Jakey? So Jake is going to help us, and repeat after me if you'd like. Yivarechecha Adonai Isa Adonai Panav Elecha. God's light shine onto you and be gracious unto you. May God lift you up and grant you peace. And we say to that, Amen. So we're going to turn to Mark to bring us into a little bit of more Shabbat goodness here. We're going to sing Lecha Dodi. You can find that on page 20.
Shabbat Lekabela Lekabela Shamor Vezavor Vedivor Yechad Ushmo Echad Temu Tiferet Elila Lekabela Lechadodi Lekakala Yala 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 Lechula Nechad Yimagor HaPrecha Achshava Tehila
Nailed it!
Lekakala Yala 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 Shabbat Lekabela Hitori Uri Uri Shir Daberi Devoda Donai Allah Lekabela Lechadodi Lekakala Yala Erev Shalom Ateret Ba'ala Gamuch Emuneh Am Segula Boi Lechadodi Lekakala Yala Shabbat Kabela Yala Yala
Beautiful, Mark. Thank you for sharing that with us. Together with me on the screen. Teach me, O God, a blessing of prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruits of blessing, a hymn of praise. As each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine get in the way of us having at least one day of calm and wholeness and peace and joy and rest. We're going to and we'll join together. Oh gosh, I'm knocking stuff over here. We'll join together in singing. Here we go.
Is that a new microphone?
Ready?
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch Adonai Le'olam Ba'ed. Ya la 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 la. 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 Ya la la.
Very nice. Oh, you taking a bow? Okay, all right. Well, that's a thing. Okay, great job. Thanks, Amy. We'll get you back later. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we continue in our service? Mark, you make me laugh. Let's. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down, for they are our life, and doing them helps give meaning to our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch. Song in so long. This is a version of Shaman Ve'ahavta called Listen by Doug Kotler. And I'm really glad that Gail is going to be singing it for us tonight.
If you're not to say, then listen, listen to on your mind. Is the answer hard to find? God
It feels like I'm back on a fourth Friday in the sanctuary, and I had this urge to like stand up for the Shema, like we really, really nice and really meaningful. So beautiful. Well, we're gonna continue our service, and in your family. We're in a moment going to sing Michamocha, and then after we sing Michamocha, we'll have some time to reflect on any one of those that you may have past weeks. And if you'd like to share that, you can go ahead and do that. Let's join right now while we're waiting for that. We'll join together in prayer and singing with me.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך ננה בקודש, יללי, 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 מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך ננה בקודש, נורא דהילות אוסף,
Thank you for that, Mark. I want to note that singing, Miriam says, thankful for the health of our daughter and soon-to-be grandchild due next week. Oh my gosh. That really flew by for those of us who... And sending them Rachel's way. So very exciting. Thanks for sharing those. If you have more, you can put them in the comments and we'll get to them later on. What it is, we're going to sing together Vishamru. We got a couple more simchas to share. Jimmy says that he's... Yay, Marcy. Okay, Mazel Tov. We're going to continue our march into our Shabbat service here. We're going to turn to the end of the first three blessings together, and then we'll have a few moments for some silent prayer before we sing Oseh Shalom. So let's join together in singing with Gail.
Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adam Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Yon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'kanei Hakol, V'zocher Hasdei Ava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Malkein, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Taron, Hoshia, Mechachel Hayim B'Chesed, Mechayei Hakol B'Rayim U'Manato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurah V'Shua, Ne'eman Atah L'Chayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai.
V'kedoshim b'chol yom yehalalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. Prayer, a chance to center ourselves as we enter this Shabbat, this 33rd week of our pandemic.
Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'yavo Yisrael, Yisrael, Aseh Shalom, Yiramav,
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. That's interrupted. Well, let's see here. Well, looks like we're still on. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to try and give you a very brief Devar Torah here. I've got a very brief story that I want to talk about. In this week's Torah portion, but there's another short story at the end of the parsha. The story tells us about the people who inhabited the earth after the great flood. The people gathered all the way into the sky. This tower becomes known as the Tower of Babel, and as a result of what God interprets, there is a midrash. There's a story that goes along with this text that indicates another reason why God may have been. Those who construct the tower was of such great height that it took a person a whole year to climb from the base to the top. That is, and in time, people started to see the bricks as more valuable than human life. The midrash tells us that when we were constructing the tower, if a person fell, however, they lamented the delay in their building project and they mourned. The problem of the builders of the Tower of Babel wasn't that they wanted to build push. That day after day grind of man-made building led them to make decisions that were unethical. It pushed them too far. Can you believe that? I feel like if there is a positive to come out of this pandemic, it is perhaps that it has all of our building has pretty much ceased. We're no longer carrying bricks up to the top of this tower. Think about what a different place today life that we had has been kind of brushed away. And while we are all focusing on health, we also perhaps have a little bit more time to focus inward. People participate in our services than we normally have in our building during the high holidays. We have more time to look inward. We have more time to be spiritual, to focus on the builders themselves for a while. And I think as we see infection numbers in Ohio go up and up, it seems like we're going to be here for a while. Focus. What values do we hold close? What is most important to us? What role can we play? Of our lives, let's see if we can actually take advantage of that and maybe focus our efforts and our intention for good. The craziness of this pandemic, the nastiness of this election season, neighbors and friends splitting up over different political beliefs. Focus a little bit on goodness and kindness, making our world more whole. That's the perhaps lesson that we can take away from. So that's my little message for you tonight. Hopefully we can learn from it, and hopefully our internet didn't give out during that. That is for sure. What's undo? Is that Control Z? I feel like that's another one that God's trying to make us do right now. Is over. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall. Thanks for that, Jimmy. Let's hope that's not the case. Well, folks, and we have a lot of folks who we're thinking of for healing this evening. We are thinking of healing for Bill, Paul Branson, Dave Sedarquist, Carol Cohn, Dorothy Cohn, Rob Cohn, Lily Kovitz, Tony Diegler, Carrie Ebert, Don Feibel, Brad Hannon, Jessica Hannon, David Haas, Bill Hefner, Walter Hirschberg, Jamie Grace Cash, Greg Kellner, Don Kerr, Tanya Oppenheimer. We're thinking for healing of David Palmer, Aaron Phelan, Jackie Phillips, Ian Phillips, Jessica Rathkoff, Isabel Resendez, Schifrin, Richard Schur, Joel Sloan, Robert Weiss, Betty Young. We're thinking also for healing of Jared Rains, and Maxine Halpern. And if there are other names, I see Myra Barnett on here. We find our Misha Berach prayer here, but we're going to turn to Mark and join together in singing Misha Berach. Let me mention also Marilyn Ashkin, Laura Weinberg, and Maxine will still send prayers.
Mekor habracha le'imot, the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our life. Yisheberach Imoteru. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. And let us say Amen. And
Thinking also for healing of Arthur Rose, and I'm sure others who we are thinking of on this evening. We're going to turn right here on the screen or on page 287 in your Siddur.
Ahu Yeh Adonai Echad B'ne'emar, as it is written, B'ne'emar, let it be said, God rules the earth. On that day God shall be that day, as the name shall be one. Ahu, Ahu, Yeh Ushmo Echad, Ushmo Echad.
As we turn to our Kaddish prayer, our Kaddish Yatom, we want to take a moment to take a deep breath. And I think Kaddish lets us remember those folks who meant so much to us and makes us pause our lives to see if we can live with their goodness. We remember her. She has been recently taken from our midst. We also remember Patricia Sirfos. Patricia has recently been taken from our midst. We are recalling the yahrzeits of Sybil Ankerman, DeSalman Ben Zakine, Edith Bleiweiss, Dawn Booker, Leonard Goldman, Susan Janis, Emma Jenny, Susan Jones, Carl Claudent, Michael Lauer, Bernard Phillips, Claire Pravda, Tilly Rosenthal, Gary Rothschild. We are thinking of, if you would like to put their names in the comments here on Facebook, certainly I'm happy to read their names after our Kaddish prayer these past months. We hold them in our hearts with our own. We turn to our Kaddish prayer, which you can find on page 294 or right here on the screen. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Ulamei Almaya Barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May God send peace to us, to comfort. We say to that, Amen. Well, we have just a few announcements. Again, I want to apologize for the problem for tonight. So I promise we pay our bill here. We actually, for the pandemic, got the most expensive kind of internet, hoping that would be helpful with these. We will be back with a Havdalah tomorrow evening. That will be at 6 o'clock p.m. Our weekday programming, again, begins with Angelo on guitar, so hopefully you'll join us. I think it's kind of fun. It starts with Angelo on guitar, and our program week ends with Mark on guitar as we go. So, usually Gail has some other announcements. So, Gail, any other announcements that you may have?
Has been rehearsing or videotaping, getting ready for Veterans Day, the second Friday in November. So Mark,
kind of a combination of live and recorded during the service. Hopefully it doesn't flop. We'll find out. We're always trying something new. Like a program, it's going to be cold, but it'll be fun. And Mark, get your gloves ready. It'll be just like being at the zoo, except for a few minutes longer. It's on the mistransmission for tonight. I think you're right. I think we'll blame that. I do have him looking out our front window. Our kids have a lot of Halloween decorations. Camp song / Sunday school song. You guys want to help us? This is a song called Rise and Shine. It's great for this Torah portion. So let's join together.
And to know there's gonna be a flighty, Lord said. To know there's gonna be a flighty, get those children. Rise and shine, and I do glory, rise and shine, and Give God your glory, glory. Built him an arky, Noah built him an arky, made it out of hickory. Give God your glory, glory, rise and shine. And give God your glory, glory, rise and shine. And give God your glory, glory, chill. These animals, they came on by twosies, elephants and kangaroos, these children of the Lord. And give God your glory, glory, rise and shine. And give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. For 40 daisies drove. For 40 daisies drove those animals. Nearly crazy children of the Lord. Rise and shine. Glory, glory, rise and shine. And give God glory, glory, children of the Lord. The sun was fine and dandy, children of the Lord. Rise and shine, and give God glory, glory, children of the Lord. Last verse. This is the end of the story. This is the end of the Lord. Last time. Rise and shine, and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine, and give God your glory, glory.
That was an epic way to end this service here. Do you know that when I was growing up, I used to think it was Children of the Corn? And Shalom, a special thank you, as always, to the wonderful cantorial soloist Gail Rose and the wonderful Jewish music superstar Mark Rossi. Shalom, and we hope to see you soon. Stay healthy out there, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.